I'm Angela Smith, the Executive Director here at Cornerstone Community Development Corporation. Cornerstone is a 501c3 not-for-profit that has provided uninterrupted services over the years to individuals and families since 1968. So we've never closed our door in 57 years. I extend a warm welcome to all of our elected officials. I'm not sure if our Mayor, Freddie Wilson, is here, but welcome to all of you for being here. This morning is a visual of the ongoing support and client care ComEd has provided in partnership with Cornerstone for those in need. I also wish to express my thanks to the Cornerstone team, which includes our staff, volunteers, and our Board of Director President, Benita Stell. She does an amazing job in connecting us not only with ComEd, but other effective resources. Cornerstone services, brochures, and everything are at the entrance of the building, so you can pull the brochures, flyers about all the amazing work that we do. And anyone who'd like to see some of our innovative technology that we use for workforce development, you can also team up with our Deputy Director, Camille Walton, who's here somewhere, to see our heavy equipment simulators, our drone, our, what do you call it, MapQuest, the Vision Quest, MetaQuest. And that's where you have virtual, I don't know what all that's about, but we're actually teaching our students about that as well. Okay, and now I would like to turn the podium over to Mr. Gil Quiniones, who is ComEd CEO, for remarks.
Thank you, Angelia. Good morning, everyone. And welcome. I'd like to thank all of the state legislators, mayors, and other local leaders who are joining us today. Mia Carter, District Outreach Director representing Congresswoman Robin Kelly, State Senator Napoleon Harris, State Rep Debbie Myers-Martin, Richmond Park Mayor Rick Reinbold, and Dolton Mayor Jason House. There are more of us today. I also want to acknowledge State Rep Will Davis, Bloom Township Supervisor TJ Summer, Joseph Wood, Mayor of Park Forest, Robert Polk, Mayor of Burnham, James Ford, Mayor of Country Club Hills, Joseph Rudis, Mayor of University Park, Roger Agpoa, Mayor of Markham, James J.R. Patton, Glenwood Village Administrator, Terry Wells, Mayor of Phoenix, and I believe Calvin Jordan of Rich Township is on his way, but Kathy Flowers is here also. Anthony Simpkins, President and CEO of NHS, our partner, and Major Caleb Sen, Chicago Area Commander, Salvation Army. So as you can see, we are all here together, united for a great day today. Your presence really demonstrates the depth of your commitment to serving our communities. At ComEd, we are laser focused on delivering safe, reliable power at the lowest possible cost to the people across Northern Illinois. The summer months bring air conditioning, and that brings higher electricity bills. The results of last year's PJM capacity auction are driving up cost even more, with an average increase of about $10.60 per month for residential customers in ComEd territory. To be clear, ComEd was not part of those auctions, and ComEd does not profit from the bill increase. Still, we fully understand that rising energy costs are posing a challenge to customers, which is why we are increasing our efforts to help customers who struggle most to pay their electric bills. The Customer Relief Fund for ComEd customers is part of a $50 million initiative by our parent company, Exelon. Exelon is making $10 million of this fund available to provide relief for low-income residential customers and charitable organizations. Those funds will be used to reduce or eliminate past due balances and provide customers with resources they need to manage energy costs in the future. The Customer Relief Fund is offered in addition to the suite of bill assistance programs ComEd already offers. In fact, last year in 2024, ComEd connected more than 229,000 customers to over $133 million in financial assistance and other support programs. That is the most support ComEd has provided to customers since the COVID-19 pandemic. This year, the Customer Relief Fund will provide a bridge across the funding gap between today and January 1st, 2026, when ComEd's low-income discount program will launch. To administer the Customer Relief Fund in Northern Illinois, ComEd is working with the Salvation Army and the Neighborhood Housing Services of Chicago. These community organizations will help identify customers who would qualify for the program and help them with enrolling. At ComEd, we are obviously disappointed with the outcome of the PJM capacity auctions. It is clear that more generation is needed and that renewable energy sources must be more quickly integrated into the grid. But even with the recent changes, ComEd customers are still paying some of the most affordable electricity rates amongst residents in major U.S. cities, while still ranking us the most reliable utility in the United States. We at ComEd will continue to look for opportunities to drive down costs for our customers. And if you are not yet participating in our energy efficiency programs, we have a suite of programs. Check our website to help you use energy more wisely, especially this summer. It's an important part of our mission to build a cleaner, more equitable energy future in Northern Illinois. So thank you, and I'd like to hand it over to my colleague, Melissa Washington, Senior Vice President of Customer Operations and Strategic Initiatives at ComEd. She will offer more details on how the Customer Relief Fund works.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Gil. I'd like to acknowledge additional representatives in the room that's supporting all the communities. We'd like to also welcome and acknowledge Mayor Chris Clark of Harvey, Mayor Robert Fitzgerald of Dixmoor, and of course, Fort Heights' very own Mayor Freddie Wilson. So thank you for being here. I, too, would like to express my appreciation for all of the elected officials that are here standing in support. But most of all, I want to acknowledge Executive Director Smith and thank you and Cornerstone and all your staff for not only hosting us today, but the long-time relationship and partnership that we've had in trying to support our common goal, and that is serving communities. I'm Melissa Washington, as Gil said. I, cover in my role programs that help empower our customers. I also help customers, who have fallen behind in their bills, who need additional assistance. And that's what we're here to talk about today. The ComEd's Customer Relief Fund is just one of our latest efforts that we will be deploying to help power the lives of our customers. We power lives in many ways. Obviously we want to keep the lights on. Very important, critical to what we do. But keeping the lights on also maintain critical life-sustaining equipment. It also keeps businesses operating, and it most effectively helps our community organizations provide support to those that are in need. The Customer Relief Fund will provide support to residential customers who have past due balances and who are also eligible from an income perspective. The level that we're looking at is 300% at or below the federal poverty level. Customers can qualify for one-time grants up to $500 based upon their past due balances. We are also uniquely supporting nonprofit organizations. So nonprofit organizations similar to Cornerstone are out there every day helping our customers, and we want to help them. And if they have past due balances, we are also providing one-time grants up to $1,000. These grants don't need to be paid back. 80% of the funding that we have available will be allocated to help customers, low income to moderate income customers, and then the remaining 20% will go towards nonprofit customers. We anticipate that the $10 million fund that is being granted from our parent company, Exelon, will help important relief efforts and will help thousands of families and nonprofits as well. I'm proud of our close collaboration with Salvation Army and Neighborhood Housing Services of Chicago to make the Customer Relief Fund available to all of our customers. It is just the latest in the long list of programs that we do make available to provide support to our customers. As you heard Gil mention, when we look at our 2024 contributions, we had $133 million that did go help more than 220,000 customers. And we're continuously looking at ways that we can continue to partner and provide support to our communities, whether they're state, regional, or very local. And this is where we have the biggest opportunity to help those that are most in need. In addition to the Relief Fund, many people are familiar with other programs like LIHEAP, which is the Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program. We also offer payment arrangements where customers can smooth out their payments over 12 months. We also do bypass and waive late payment charges for those that are income eligible, and we return deposits, to customers who are also eligible based upon their income levels. Some things people don't realize that we offer, and it's information. To me, information is the most important thing that you can give to people to help them help themselves. And we offer high bill alerts. So if you are trending high in your bill, we will send you an alert to let you know your bill is trending high. Sometimes it's because of usage, and then sometimes it could be equipment in your home that's malfunctioning. Both of those things are important for you to know to be able to react. We do offer award-winning energy efficiency programs and incentives. So the Customer Relief Fund is a one-time support, but there's things that you can do to help on an ongoing basis. We have representatives here today from ComEd to talk about those things and to enroll customers and help them with this information as well. They're part of this community resource fair approach that we have found to be very effective and very critical in helping customers get access to information and get access to the many needs that may be very critical to sustainability. For customers who do not make it today, never fear. You can still participate and you can still get information about this Customer Relief Fund. All you have to do is go to ComEd.com, bill support, and all the information that you need is available. You can also get access to information about other programs that you could be eligible for by going to our Smart Assistance Manager, or SAM, as we affectionately call it. The SAM tool provides you information about things that you will be eligible for after you input a few pieces of information. And we want to make sure that you do have access and you are aware of the dozen programs that we have available for you. So again, we are super excited not only about the long-term partnership that we've had in serving communities with all our community partners and all of our elected officials, we are also excited that we're able to stand in the gap at this time with the Customer Relief Fund. At this point, I'm going to turn it over to State Senator Napoleon Harris.
Good morning. Thank you guys for coming today for this magnificent announcement. I would like to first and foremost thank you, the folks who showed up, because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with us. I'd also like to thank my colleagues, the various elected officials who are standing behind me, and to ComEd and to Exelon for their hard work, support, and efforts standing behind the residents of the Southland. Welcome to the 15th Legislative District. This is my Senate district. And thank you to Cornerstone for your partnership. We've always had a great partnership, and we've worked well together in other capacities. But today we're here to celebrate the Relief Fund that's going to be so important for residents within the Southland and these communities that need that support and help. Now, I'll be the first to admit, we, the elected officials, we did not give the money. We are here as a vessel, as a tool to help to spread information, to make sure that when residents called our respective offices, we have the guidance to show them where to go get help and relief. So I would like to thank ComEd for their undying support and how they see fit to make sure that residents who have high energy costs, that they are able to get support. We all know summer is here, and quickly approaching, I should say. It's almost here. But energy costs will rise because we're going to be using air conditioning. And in those months when the energy costs rise, people are going to need support. They're just coming off a harsh winter where they were using a lot of energy. And so we want to be there to guide them in the right direction to get the support that's needed. So as for me and my office, we'll be directing folks to the right resources to make sure that those resources are provided. I would just want to thank everyone here who's been a part of this magnificent coming together, and let's continue to show support in the Southland. And at this time, I'm going to invite my friend and colleague, Representative Debbie Myers-Martin.
Good morning, everyone. And thank you to Senator Harris for that introduction. And thank you for being here today. I am State Representative Debbie Myers-Martin, and I represent the 38th District. And I am so excited to be here today because I love good news. And this certainly is. I want to thank Exelon and ComEd for their proactive effort to address financial hardships that we know many of our residents face on a daily basis, especially when it comes to utilities. And so it means everything when you have a corporate partnership with ComEd and Exelon to provide those services, but also to provide financial relief, because we're all challenged. Many of our families are challenged on a daily basis. And as you can see, we have mayors, we have state representatives, we have county representatives, because we support each other, because we spend all of our time trying to bring resources to our constituents, to the residents of the state of Illinois. And when we can validate and we can celebrate that we have corporate partnerships and caring about the residents of the Southland, then it is a good day, and I'm certainly happy to be here. And I want to bring one of my former colleagues, Mayor Rick Reinbold from the Village of Richton Park.
Good morning, and thank you for that introduction. On behalf of our Southland communities, I'd like to thank and acknowledge ComEd for continuing to be a genuine and sincere community partner. Whenever there's a need in our communities, ComEd is there to respond. So we acknowledge that. $10 million is a significant investment in our region and in our constituents that are in need, whether that be financial needs or needs of our seniors or various organizations. So we, on behalf of our communities, I just want to offer a sincere thank you to ComEd for identifying a need, anticipating the need, and responding to that need. ComEd continues to provide excellent service to all of our member municipalities. Bonita does a great job being responsive to all of us as mayors, so I want to acknowledge that. Bonita will answer her phone even when she knows it's me, so I appreciate that. At this time, it is my pleasure to acknowledge and introduce Mayor Jason House from the Village of Dolton. Let's give him a round of applause.
All right. Good morning, and on behalf of the residents of the great Village of Dolton, it's just an honor to be here. I want to thank ComEd and Exelon. And as we know in the Southland, there's definitely no shortage of need. And simultaneously, there is limited resources. So I have the privilege in the Village of Dolton. I see one of my colleagues, Trustee Edward Steve, here. And we have many talks about how do we make the most of the resources, because as we look, we can't be all things to all people, but we try to be responsive to the needs of the community. And with this offering of $10 million, I want to say thank you to ComEd, Exelon, for being responsive to the needs of our community, because we're out here every day, and it's great to know that we have a partner that will step up in the same fashion. So with that, we say thank you on behalf of the residents of Dolton. We will take advantage of this opportunity, and we look forward to communicating in the future.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out. I do know we have some cameras and possibly some media in the audience. Our esteemed guests are going to move up the hall, so if there are any questions that you have afterwards, please join me, see me, and I'll make sure that you get connected to the right people. But in the meantime, thank you all for coming out today. I appreciate it.